Hi, I'm finally able to get around to doing this fundraiser video for my parents. I decided since, Mother's Day was coming up that I would wait until the family got together and do this video with my mom and I was going down to their house for Mother's Day, so I decided to wait to do it then. Um, my mother and father, they're pictured here, Shirley and Ray. And my mother is 70, she'll be 78 next month, and my dad will be 83 next month. They've been married almost 60 years, and they've worked hard, really, really hard their entire life. Recently, they've um, retired, and well, not too recently. I would say in the last 5 years, they've retired, and both of them totally retired, and so they're living on fixed incomes, and um, so I'm requesting this. They are not requesting this. My mother fell the other day, a couple of weeks ago, and they weren't able to get her. My dad was not able to get her up, so they had to call 911. Oh, and I want to say I'm going to put the chair here. Here's the chair that we're talking about. The prices vary. We're shooting for $3.99 as the amount to raise. We do have some of that already raised. Um, I think we have $35 raised and another $65, I think, set aside by another person and that has not contributed yet, to the Cash App. We're doing this through Cash App. I'll put the QR code and the Cash App name to my Cash App here also on the bottom, and I'll leave that there through the rest of the video from here on to the end. And so I'm going to be speaking, and you're watching our Mother's Day party we had yesterday. It was a beautiful day. We had a good time. And so here's I'm gonna my daughter, my son Christopher, my son Anthony, um, and then my grandson Junior there. And the other people I'm not gonna name. I'm not gonna put their names on the screen or anything, but the gentleman that's next to me in the blue hat, that's Xavier, that's Shay's fiance. There's Jeremy. And some of you who have been watching me already know some of these people, and I appreciate everyone who's been a part of my life this far on YouTube. And we've got lots of dogs here, and we're just enjoying life and having fun. So, back to the fundraiser. They're going to tell what happened here in a minute, and you'll hear from my mom and dad. And then there's an announcement at the end. It's a family announcement, but still, I wanted to announce it, and then you can watch the sunset. Also, a little bit of the sunset. Um, so basically, my mother fell. They had to call 911 to get help, and they're independent people. They're hardworking. My dad recently retired at age 80, I believe, as a over-the-road truck driver. He started in the grocery industry, became a meat cutter, and when he was 14 years old. And my mom worked really hard, working outside the home as well as being a stay-at-home mom, raising 5 kids. And so that's where we're at in the story right now. I appreciate you guys watching. And we're at this point, I'm only using Cash App for the fundraiser. There's reasons why that I don't want to use like the YouTube super chats because there's just various reasons. It takes a while to get the money. I can get the Cash App right away. And I will also be posting updates as to the progress of the donations, and I will be showing that also probably on my lives. That way everyone I don't, I'm an open book on that. I'm more than willing to show people what has been donated, and then I will also show the purchase of the chair. So, like I said, my family is having a great time here. And The video, this is the third time I've recorded this, so I've kind of forgotten. I've spaced it just enough timing for the speaking I was doing, but I had to redo it. So I apologize if I'm dragging on here, but my parents are coming up. And thank you so much for your donations, and I will leave it here. This is my parents. Whoops. It's nice when it's frozen. My parents, Ray and Shirley. And we're doing the fundraiser today, requesting help for my mom to get a lift chair. She fell the other day, and they had to call EMS to get her up because my dad couldn't get her up. So, and the rest of the story, I've probably already said that. So I just want to give my mom and dad a chance to say thank you for those who donate. Okay. So maybe if you want to tell the story, you can. So what happened?
No, not much to the story. I just fell down and couldn't get up. Had to call 911 to get me up, and kind of harrowing experience. So we thought if we had one of those lift chairs, lift up things that would help in case it happened again. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but in case one of us would fall, we'd have it in case. Thank you for the donations. We appreciate it. Say thank you for the donations.
Thank you very much
For the donations.
for the donations. We really appreciate it because I couldn't have lifted her up, and we had to have two people from the Baldwin Fire Department come, and they were glad to come and help her up. But we thank you very much for your donations.
Also, congratulations to my daughter and her fiance, Xavier. They're expecting a baby in November. Congratulations, guys. I'm excited.